Well, we've got time for some questions. Are you ready? This is from our chat room. Evelyn says the Superbook trading card for Joseph, the father of Jesus, identifies him, or stepfather of Jesus, identifies him as a descendant of King David. In the book of Luke, it appears that Mary was also a descendant of King David. Do both sides of Jesus' family have royal bloodlines, or is this a misprint on the trading card?
It's not a misprint. Both sides. Mary and Joseph were probably distant cousins. But if you look in the book of Matthew in the first chapter, you'll find the genealogy that takes it to Joseph. And Joseph was also a descendant of David. So you get them both. And that's one of the beautiful things about Superbook is it starts these kinds of questions. And we're going to be coming up with family guides. We're working on a church curriculum.
Awesome, can I just say?
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
Yes, if you like to play games. No, it is.
Yeah, the website is superbook.tv. If you want to go to that, don't go to superbook.com. That's a gambling site out of Vegas. But go to superbook.tv, and there you'll find all the wonderful games, and there's a devotional. And we're going to be posting the episode guides there as well. So we're working on the what I'll call the print side of Superbook, and that will be ready by this summer.
God has a sense of humor. Okay. Jane says, Gordon, I tried your souffle recipe. It was beautiful, but a few minutes later, it started deflating. Did I do something wrong? It was still good, by the way.
Jane, you didn't do anything wrong. I like to say souffles wait for no man. There's a reason you need to have everybody at the table and time it so that everyone is already sitting down waiting, and then you come out with the souffle in the presentation. That way it doesn't have time to deflate before you stick a fork into it and start serving it. So if it deflated, that just naturally happens. As soon as it starts coming out of the oven and the heat's no longer there, the hot air within it starts to escape.
She's right, though. It doesn't change the flavor. I mean,
it's still
delicious.
Great. Yeah.
Even after it's deflated.
I've even had reheated souffle, which is, the French would say, oh, you're a barbarian.
Ah, well.
It was good.
It's not the first time an American's been called a barbarian. Okay, Katie says, I have a friend who is blind. I have faith that God can heal her, but she has lost hope. Can God heal her through my faith, or does she have to believe God can heal her?
Katie, she can be healed through your faith. And here are a couple of examples. When Lazarus was raised from the dead, did he have faith? And the answer is no. And did anyone around have faith? You know, his sister said, you know, but Lord, he stinketh. They were wondering, you know, you're being a little crazy here. So, you know, I think too often we say it's the faith of the individual who needs healing that makes the difference. No, it's the faith of people around. You know, James chapter 5, gather the elders. The prayer of faith will raise up the sick. When you start getting that and start understanding that, that God can do all things, and with Him you can have all things, the sooner you get to that, the better.
This is Emily, who says, after my husband's parents died, he stopped going to church. Last month, his job forced him to move to the other side of the country. His boss isn't a Christian, and I doubt that he's going to find a brand new church in a brand new locale. I'm worried that he's going to fall away from the faith. I just don't know what I should do. Apparently, they're...
Emily, are you going with him?
It doesn't say.
That would be the main question I've got. Are you going to go with him? And if you're going to go with him, let your quiet influence him, you know, to start attending church. And I find specifically with men, one of the best things to do is to see if there's an activity the church is doing that he can participate in and be a part of. That's the best way to get men involved. If you expect you know, people to show up in a pew on Sunday morning and sit there and listen to a sermon, you know, men tend to want to do stuff and be active. So,
and also, they tend not to want to go into that environment alone. So if you're married and you're going out there, if you're going bi-coastal and you're going to go out and visit him, you find a church and go with him, and it might open a door.
Hold a hand.